special edition of the Purple Playroom. We're doing a series on Valentine's Day, and we're doing them with a twist. As you can see, we're doing them live from right here at Treehouse out in Block 5. My name is Cathy Malejane, and I'm never here alone. I am always with my friend and colleague, the super talent, very gorgeous WolfLikeRoss.
For tonight's very special edition of the Purple Playroom, we continue on our Valentine's series. We're putting love at the forefront, and tonight we're featuring a very special couple to the Purple Playroom. They're a queer couple named Tapiwa and Bridget, who've been together for almost a year and are showing us what love looks like against all odds. They're building a life rooted in family and rooted in persistence. So we're going to let love do the talking with our Purple Playroom question cards tonight, and let them take center stage. Thank you for watching the Purple Playroom.
What was your first impression of me?
My first impression of you was you're really, really, really beautiful and stylish and cute. That was the first time I saw you on Instagram. And then in person, I was like, you're really reserved and chilled, but you were nice and you were funny. You were funny, yeah. You were good times to be around. Now you
My first impression of you, right? That's what that said. Yeah, my first impression of you, I thought you were really beautiful. I thought you were really, really beautiful. I was like, damn, shout out Bami. And then you talked a lot. You talked. I think it's also because I didn't know you, so I wasn't saying much. And you had people around you that you knew, so you were comfortable. But I was like, okay. She's a talker.
A yapper.
Yeah, a big yapper.
Okay. Was that good though, at least?
What, the yapping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first impression?
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, we're here. Okay. How do you describe me to other people?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had to describe you to anybody. But if I had to, I would say smart. I'd say beautiful. Sometimes she's funny. Yeah.
Smart, beautiful, funny.
Sometimes. The sometimes is important.
All the time.
Sometimes.
Jealous. Okay, how do I describe you to other people? I describe you as my partner. I describe you as a cutie patootie. I describe you as really kind, really fun to be around, really sweet, and sometimes the love of my life. Sometimes.
All the time.
Sometimes.
All the time.
If it's a good day.
All the time.
All the time.
When did you realize you were in love with me? Don't lie.
It's not a lie. I realized I was in love with you when you told me that I told you that I love you. That's when I realized, I think. But if I were to be honest, I mean, you know I've said this before. I think I fell in love with you the first time I saw you.
Yeah.
So, fine. Maybe technically it was the first time I saw you. But then when I really accepted it was when you told me that I told you that I love you. And then I was like, oh, I said that? I don't remember. Because, December. But yeah, I think it was essentially the first time I met you.
I realized I love you. I think I told you this before, but it was during the period of my brother's funeral. That was when I realized that I was like really in love with you.
Why did you realize then?
So shortly after we met. Why did I realize then? Because you didn't have to be there, but you were there. We had met like 2-3 days before. It was December. Nobody was holding you to anything, but you showed up and you were there for me. and you spend the whole week with me, with my family that you don't know, in a village that you come from but you don't know, you know what I mean?
I don't come from.
So I was like, yeah, maybe, yeah, she might be though. She cool.
Okay. How has your childhood or upbringing shaped your sexuality? Oh.
Has it? I mean, my childhood, people would say a tomboy, I guess. I never liked skirts or dresses. I always played with my cousins. There's stories that go around about how all the clothes that I got were hand-me-downs from my boy cousins.
Mm-hmm.
And so much so that I even wore the underwears. So I guess it shaped a lot of my sexuality. I guess they thrusted me into gay.
You knew who you were from a young age.
Yeah, Maddie always knew who she was.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My childhood, how has your childhood or upbringing shaped your sexuality? I think my upbringing was really heavy on heterosexuality, Christians and stuff. And I also had a tomboy phase, and they probably beat me out of it. Okay, maybe not beat, not literally, but you know what I mean. Because I remember one of my cousins suspecting that I was gay when I went through my tomboy phase.
Uh-huh.
And, I didn't really think much of it. I didn't really know. I was just wearing clothes in standard 4. I was like, I just like these clothes. But I think my upbringing really forced heterosexuality on me. And then I felt as though I probably had to conform to that. And I did. And then one day I just realized I didn't have to. And I fell in love.
Jadida, and everything was great.
Stop having all my business. Jadida, Celine, Tariro, everybody. Hey, there were so many. And then
you said, yeah.
And then I discovered that, I don't have to just like boys. I can like anyone.
I don't know if I thought I only had to like boys, because I remember in primary we'd have conversations of which girls were pretty. And I remember saying every time I'd be like, nah, if I was a boy, I'd date her. If I was a boy, I'd date her. I guess in a way, I always knew I was gay, but I was too scared to accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my gay awakening happened at 6.
At least you got there.
At least I did.
Next.
When do you feel the most insecure?
When do I feel the most insecure? I feel the most insecure, which is ironic because it's also when I feel the most sexy. But I feel the most insecure when I'm wearing tight clothes or when I'm butt naked, because I do like my body. I think that's what I'm insecure about, my body at times. But then I also think my body is the most beautiful thing on earth at times as well. So I feel really insecure when I'm wearing tight things like now, and then my tummy is popping out and you can see like pieces of cellulite through my pants or whatever. But it's also strange because, sometimes I'll be standing in the mirror and I'll be like, damn. You're like, damn. I look good. Oh yeah, that's when I think. It's just like, physically mostly for me, I think.
The most insecure, I think, like you physically, is when I have a tight top on, because I don't like my chest. So when I have anything tight on my chest, I feel very insecure and very exposed. But other than that, I'm not sure when else I would feel. Or
our insecurities are just physical. Is that shallow?
Is it?
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Okay, let's see. What do you think we are hesitant to talk about, or a conversation we have been putting off?
Why don't you look at me like that?
I already know that. I know my answer.
Okay.
What do you think we're hesitant to talk about, or a conversation we've been putting off?
Me leaving?
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if I'm putting it off. It's more, I don't know where. I think for me, I'm choosing to live in the now and not think of the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm choosing to absorb all the little nice moments we have together.
Savor.
Yeah, savor.
Okay.
What was the other part?
Or a conversation we've been putting off. About you leaving?
There was something before that.
What do you think we're hesitant to talk about, or a conversation we've been putting
Oh, yeah.
off?
That's it for me.
So you feel like we've been dodging that conversation?
Mostly like we talk about it here and there in dribs and drabs, but we never like sit down and have a conversation about it. It's always in passing.
Yeah. 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 Okay. I think a conversation that we've been putting off. So I think we talk about everything, to be honest, but maybe we just don't go
Deep into it.
Because maybe we're leaving it for when the time comes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm low-key scared to say it,
Okay.
but I think it's me officially coming out.
Okay.
Like officially.
Okay.
Because you know how like we'll be like, oh, the closet is glass.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's still a closet.
It is.
It's still a closet.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's it.
You're basically cakes at a pastry shop on display. Like everybody can see you, but you're still enclosed.
Exactly. So I think that's what we've been putting off, because eventually it has to happen, like properly, because you know.
What scares you most about our future together?
Death.
Yeah. Only?
Primarily. Mainly. I think that's the only thing that could.
That's your crying face.
See through. Yeah.
I think that's the only thing I really, really worry about.
Yeah.
Because people die every day. And I don't want you to die, of course. And I don't want to die yet. So I think that's the thing that I worry about the most. Maybe the next thing that I worry about, because death is unfortunately inevitable, is us being accepted, you know? Hela my life in, like family, friends, cool, but, you know, acceptance in general, because you know what Botswana are like.
Yeah.
Homophobic and shit.
Scares you most about our future together? I don't know.
You're not scared of anything?
I don't know, hey? I guess money. Yeah, I worry if we'll have enough. I worry if we're gonna be just like everybody else, living somewhat paycheck to paycheck, or are we gonna be okay? I guess I worry about money. Yeah.
Like stability?
Yes, I guess that's the word. Stability.
Okay. I mean, we'll get there, ne?
We will.
Is it my turn?
I think so. Yes, because I pulled.
When was the last time our relationship pushed you outside of your comfort zone? Describe the situation.
Right now.
right now?
Right now. In this very moment. Right now.
Well, describe the situation.
Cameras in my face, lights, camera action.
Talking about your feelings.
I'm not really talking about my feelings. I talk about my feelings with you all the time. It's more, I guess, the setting of it. The setting is different. The setting is what's putting me outside of my comfort zone.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not it's not the topic, it's the setting.
Okay.
Because we do this at home, scrolling on TikTok.
We be yapping.
Top 5 questions. Yeah, we do this at home all the time. So.
Yeah. Okay. I think the last time our relationship pushed me out of the comfort zone, probably anytime I'm around your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because your family accepts you more, like they know and everything, and they accept you and they're open. And I mean, of course, we're not like making out in front of them, but they know, like, you're always a Tapiwa. They know that this Tapiwa girl is obviously your girlfriend. So I think that's when I'm a little bit, I don't know if the word is uncomfortable, but it's just unusual because either way, whatever kind of relationship I've ever been in, I've never like been integrated into the family like this.
Yeah.
And had like the mom's number and the sister's number and WhatsApp statuses.
Conversations with the aunts.
Conversations with the aunts. So driving around in your car. Like, you know, good times. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a little bit outside of my comfort zone. But it's welcome. It's really nice. It's different. I just don't always know how to deal with it because, like, my family is very, very old school.
Does it get overwhelming?
No, not overwhelming. Maybe a little bit scary because I don't want to mess up, you know? You know, when you're in an environment, you don't really know what to do, and like I don't want to mess up. Yeah. Like right now, I don't want to mess up. But everyone is so nice, it's kind of impossible to mess up.
They like you.
I like them.
How do you know I love you? Not through what I say, but what I do.
How do I know you love me? One of the ways I know you love me is wanting to spend every moment of your living life with me. When you wake up, you call me. When you go to sleep, we go to sleep in a car if we're not next to each other. Every weekend, you're with me, no matter what. Even if I'm working, you will come to a work event with me. That's one of the ways... Literally, that's one of the ways I know how you love me. And if you don't love me, you at least like me. Because
I need to tolerate you.
You at least tolerate me because you always want to hang around me and be with me and stuff like that. And you said besides tell?
Besides what I say.
Besides what you say?
Yeah, what actions do I do?
Besides what you say, you're really kind to Shasha and you're really sweet and you take care of him. And when I'm going through my overstimulation time, you're always there to be like the cushion to mediate and help the situation. So, yeah, you're really kind and understanding and loving. That's how I know. And you're always there.
How do I know you love me? This is gonna sound, I don't know how it's gonna sound, but it's in the little things like I told you, like I always tell you, when the car was wrecked and you paid to get the light fixed, it was something I didn't ask you to do it, but you did it.
You just exposed yourself.
I'm not gonna see it. It's in the things like that, you know. When you have your last hint that you need for Shasha or something, and maybe I need it for, I don't know, to go to Johnning or something, and then you're like, here, take. It's in your selflessness. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Then your selflessness, you when you cook for me, even though you're really tired from work, so much so that you don't want to change out of your clothes. It's and stuff like that.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
What do you need from me that you find hard to ask for?
I know yours.
Money? But I'm better. I always ask you for money now. Okay, no, answer.
What was the question? Sorry.
What do you need from me that you find hard to ask for?
I don't know. I think I've gotten better at it, but more quality time. Yeah. Because our versions of quality time differ. We only discovered this recently.
Yeah.
But more of my version of quality time.
Why is it hard to ask for?
Because, you work Saturdays and you're always tired and the commute back home is long. And then there's a 6-year-old boy jumping about the house. It's hard for you to divide your time between mom and partner and work and life and your own social life. So I try to not, I guess, overstimulate you or make you feel like I'm asking for too much. So I just accept not what I can get, but what I can get,
But I give you crumbs.
I accept you climbing on top of me and basically holding a gun to my head and forcing me to cuddle you and rub your back. Yeah. But I would like more of my version of quality time.
Okay, baby. What do I need from you that I find hard to ask for? I mean, you answered money. Okay, fine, but besides money, I always need money. Let me think about it. What do I need from you that I find hard to ask for? Besides money. I think maybe I find it difficult to ask for... I mean, to be honest, you're already really patient with me, but maybe I need to request that patience, because sometimes you'll be like, what's wrong? What's wrong? But then maybe in that moment, I just want you to just be there and not really try and solve anything. Because sometimes not even sometimes, but the moments when it's happened, I do feel bad because I'll be all moody and upset and grumpy and snappy. And instead of just telling you, ish, baby, I need some
me time.
I need some me time. I need some support. I need you to just be around me. I will then snap at you or something. But I think essentially what I need from you sometimes is to just be there for me and not try and get to the solution so quickly. So don't ask me what's wrong sometimes.
Okay.
But also, I'm going to get mad if you don't ask me what's wrong. So
I'll do it the once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll just communicate. I don't know right now. Let's talk about it another time, please.
But you also have to be willing to tell me you don't know.
I'll work on it.
It's the last question. Do you ever feel jealous when you see me talking to other attractive? Yes. I don't even finish. Do you ever feel jealous when you see me talking to other attractive people?
Yes, I feel very jealous. And you know this, I feel very jealous. I feel very jealous because the first time I saw you, I was like, damn. I was like, oof. So I feel like I know that people are looking at you and they're saying the same thing. They're like, that's a fine girl.
I don't think
that's a hot girl right there. And I don't like it. I do get jealous. But I also know that you're attractive.
I'm sorry.
You're attractive and it makes me jealous, but I don't know. My jealousy probably comes from just a little fear that you might find one of them attractive and then leave me. And then I'll be all alone and abandoned and dumped and shit. So that's why I get jealous. But I do remind myself, you're going to be delicious forever. I need to just
Fingers crossed.
sort of accept it. Like, I can't hide your face forever. But it's probably like jealousy for sure just stems from insecurity. So then I'm just insecure that you might find someone who's better than me and offers more than me, and then you go for them. So yeah, you're a fine thing, baby, and I get really jealous when people talk to you because I know what they're thinking. Do you get jealous?
Of course I do. Have you seen yourself? Have you seen yourself? I can't stop looking at you right now. I mean, I know I have to, but like, of course I get jealous. You know I get jealous. Even when the people aren't attractive, I still get jealous. I get jealous.
But you never show that you're jealous.
I try not to because...
I think you just get quiet.
Yeah.
You don't get jealous like me.
Yeah, you
For
get...
sure. I will get in your face and make out with you in front of those people. Because what are they doing?
You get... I don't know, almost territorial, I guess. But I do get jealous. I do. I try not to because a lot of the time I know, like we've discussed, it's for safety reasons. But I still can't, I guess, back to your point of insecurities which stem from my previous relationships, I can't get that thought out of my head that maybe you are telling me it's one thing, but maybe you feel like it's another. I don't know. But you don't have to be jealous for those reasons, at least.
Yeah. Reassurance. Last one.
Oh, I'm scared.
Oh, juicy.
I'm scared.
Do you think we've explored our sexual relationship to its Rasta?
I'm being honest.
To its fullest capacity. What more can we do?
We haven't.
What more can we do?
A lot more. There's still more to explore. The realm, it's a lot of realm.
I feel like we have.
I don't think we have.
I feel like we're good.
I don't think so.
There's nothing else to explore besides
a lot more.
threesomes and orgies.
Yeah.
And
now high club.
Oh, come on. But we've done everything.
No, we haven't.
Besides an orgy.
You still want me to do that one thing.
Yeah. Why should I?
You see, we haven't explored it to its full capacity.
We've explored it and then we cut it out. We said no.
No, we didn't explore it.
It was not successful in its application.
We didn't give it the best shot.
I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I feel like we've explored normal.
No.
I mean, okay, I don't want to shame people's kinks, but I feel like we've explored,
Yeah, but there's also
proper things.
There's also kinks that we are both a hard no on.
Yeah, we don't have to explore some kinks.
Yeah, but there's kinks that we're in the middle of. I think we should explore those ones.
Like what?
You want me to say it here? Yes.
But role playing what? As there's a mic.
There's still a lot to explore.
Okay, there are a few normal things to explore. Like Phil and Claire, when they role play, and then they meet at a bar.
Yes.
Yeah, that's normal role play. I just don't want the weird role play.
What is weird role play?
Master.
Why would who is the master? Who is
The most light-skinned person. You're the most light-skinned.
No, girl.
Okay, I feel like, okay, fine. Maybe we haven't explored every single thing for sure.
Yeah. And we don't need to, I'm not saying we should explore the whole sexual.
I think I'm just more vanilla than you. I'm just a girl.
You are not vanilla.
I'm so vanilla.
You are not vanilla.
I'm
You're
like a
history
virgin. Oh, come on.
Celine has more to say.
Stop name dropping. What if she sees this on Instagram? Who did I say?
You said all of their names.
You said Jedida.
Yes, and then you said the others.
Kara Jedida's name. What did you learn about relationships from watching your parents? Take your time.
Ooh. Oh. I mean, I learned more from my aunt and uncle than I did my parents.
Mm-hmm.
I learned teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
I learned togetherness. I learned yeah.
But then from your parents,
From my parents,
mm-hmm. You can't dodge the question.
from my parents, I learned, I don't know, they went together a lot. How not to co-parent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They went together a lot.
What did that teach you then? Or what did you maybe absorb from that?
I don't know. That I guess when it's time to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the signs are there. You see the signs, accept them for what they are. When it's time to leave. I guess that's what I learned from my parents.
Is that a good thing? Do you think it's a good thing?
Well, it took a long time for me to actually put that learning into action.
Practice, yeah.
Practice. But I think it is a good thing. I think so.
Okay. Well, what I learned about relationships from watching my parents, it was difficult. It's difficult learning anything from my parents in particular because they were divorced my entire life. Never saw them together, like as a unit, as a married unit or whatever. Never saw them date. I think I saw Mama date. I saw Mama date for the first time when she dated, sorry, Mama, that white guy. And
Daddy Flex.
stop it. Don't say that man's name. But I don't know. Okay, I saw Mama date when I was like in Form 3, Form 4. That was the first time I ever saw my mom in a relationship. And with her then partner, I saw her very happy, honestly. And I think what I learned from that was really no matter how long it takes, because I guess she divorced Papa 20,000 years ago, no matter how long it takes, you can find your person that makes you happy. And I mean, okay, fine, he wasn't her person. That's fine, but she found a person to make her happy in that moment of time. And for that moment of time, he was a really cool guy. And it let me know no matter how old you may think you are, love is for everyone.
Yeah.
And then on Papa's side, Papa has never said, this is my partner or this is my girlfriend. But I have my suspicions of who he may be seeing. So I feel like this very strange dynamic with my parents has taught me, number one, it's taught me that divorce is fine. Because it really is fine.
Really.
If it's not working, it's not working.
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful that I didn't have to experience whatever tumultuous things could have been happening while they were married because they decided to separate, which is great. So I think it taught me that divorce is fine. It taught me that love comes at any age. It doesn't matter. You don't have to find the love of your life at 17 and then you're together for 25 years. You can find someone at 45 and they make you happy. And it also taught me that understand me, okay? It also taught me that it's okay for love not to last forever.
Yeah.
Like, I think a few years ago, I came or I started to understand that it's okay to love somebody and then it doesn't turn into marriage and lifelong partnership for whatever reason, and that's okay. Like it's okay.
Not all love has to end.
Not all love has to end in marriage.
Yeah.
Like marriage is not, and you see, that's the Christian. And no, not all love has to end in marriage. Like that's not the end goal. That's not what makes a relationship successful. What makes it successful is two people that respect each other and care about each other and understand that maybe it's just not working anymore and let's just part ways, and then they part ways amicably and it's okay. So I think those are the different things. But otherwise, watching them together, I've never watched them together.
Neither have I. That's why it was hard for me to answer.
Yeah.
them.
They were never
have a
together, sure.
Memory of them together like that.
That's nice.
How can I make you more confident in our future together?
How can you make me? I wonder how you can make me more confident. I feel like you've made me extremely confident in our future together. Like, you've spoken to the lawyer people. We have the lawyer people's contacts. You have introduced me to your family. You're supportive with Shasha. I don't know how much more confident you can make me. I feel like you've done the things. To be honest. I feel very confident in our relationship. I don't think I've ever felt like... I've never wondered if you love me or if you care about me or if you respect me. You've... low-key perfect-ish. But
The room to grow.
yeah, we all have room to grow. But right now, I can't really think of anything you can do to make me feel more confident. You make me extremely confident. Yeah. Okay, now you me.
How can you make me more confident in our future together? You've already done it, I think. Shasha would have been the final...
Like meeting him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I hadn't by now, I would have been a bit concerned, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm straight. We talk about a lot. I have met a little bit of your family, the people that you do trust with. Your glass closet seem to like me. Your friends seem to like me.
They do. Okay.
I'm good in the space that I'm in right now.
You cool.
Yeah.
You let me know.
I might.
Okay. Describe some times or areas in which you find it most difficult to be open with me.
When you're upset.
Why?
Or when you're upset, when you're overstimulated, when you're irritated. But mostly, I think when you're upset, because you don't really hear a lot outside input. You mostly hear your own thoughts. And it takes you a minute to get to hearing what anybody else has to say, whether it's good information or not. You mostly focus on what your mind is telling you. You need a minute to go over what you're processing on your own and sit with it and be in it. And then you can come out and be like, hey, but generally when you're upset, it's hard to, what was the question? To be
open. Describe some times or areas in which you find it most difficult to be open with me.
Yeah, when you're upset. I can't, like...
Because I don't listen, basically?
And not necessarily that you don't listen, but... Yeah, I guess you're not going to hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess you don't listen. Yeah, you're not going to hear it. it won't register with you. To you, it's just gonna be like, and like you say a lot, I'm just asking a lot of questions and you're getting even more irritated. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I get that. I get in that mode. I think I find it difficult to be open with you with, there are really serious things. I think I can think of two situations. There are really serious things, helamalai thing. You can have a conversation with someone and say, oh, I don't like your shoes, or I don't like your style, kind of vibes, or I don't like your this and that. But then there's certain topics in life that are really important. And if people do not see eye to eye, it can be like the demise of the relationship. So I think at some point I was worried. It was difficult to talk to you about finances because I don't know. I don't want you to feel like I was irresponsible, or I don't even know. Those kind of conversations. And then, of course, the other conversation is like parenting styles. That's it. And I've also had to come to realize that, like caring. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean it's inherently wrong, And just because I do something doesn't mean it's right. Like there are different ways to raise a child, for example. And I feel like we've had one moment where I felt like we wanted to do different things with regards to Shasha, and it worried me a little bit because
After Spurs?
I don't remember. It's just that I be spiraling. Like the minute I see her, oh my gosh, we're not on the same page. I feel like it's the end of the world. We're ending. Like it's really, really bad. But then I have to remind myself, just because you don't think you should go on timeout now and I think he doesn't mean like we're fighting and it's the end of our relationship and we're breaking up and stuff like that. So I think those are the areas where it's difficult to talk about, especially finances. I'm not going to lie, because I feel like I'm still trying to figure out how to manage my finances and stuff. And obviously finances affect a relationship. And I also don't want you to feel like I'm always putting other things in front of us. You know what I mean? Yeah. You.
In what ways do you sometimes feel underappreciated by me or other people?
In what ways do I ever feel underappreciated by you or by other people? Okay, well, by other people, I think I feel underappreciated if, I guess to put it simply, if you just don't say thank you for something that I've done or the time that I've spent, or just to acknowledge who I am and what I bring and stuff like that. And I also feel hurt when people don't come to my defense. It may be a very obvious. You get me. Like you can even think of the thing,
I have it.
Yeah, right there. Because it makes me feel like shit. It makes me feel like, oh guys, you can see this injustice taking place. I can't be the only one defending myself. Like stand up.
Injustice is
and stand up and defend me. However, I don't feel like you... Have we ever been in a situation like that where I've been like, baby, you didn't stand up for me? I don't think
if you
so.
have, you never told me.
I don't think so. I can't think of a time, because every time you can see when I'm uncomfortable and you can see when I'm getting irritated or overstimulated or offended or hurt. And then you always come to me and you take me away from the crowd, and then we chill and we talk and all of that. So I can't really think of a time when you've ever made me feel underappreciated. Like you personally, But everybody else, I could think of 1,000. I could think of 1,000, to be honest. And
I don't know if I've ever had times or moments like this with you or anybody else. I can't, off the top of my head, think of anything where I'm like, Abang did this thing that made me feel underappreciated. You know, maybe you have those moments about other people, but I don't think off the top of my head I have anything right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have those moments because if you don't say it, I don't feel it type of vibes, which isn't always the right thing or the best
Like
thing.
if I don't say I'm underappreciated?
No, like if you don't say that you appreciate me, I might not feel it.
Oh, yeah.
I have to sort of take a step back and think and be like, oh, okay, sure, she didn't say she loves me today, but she did this and she did this and she did that. It takes me a minute to get there. I will just be like, why haven't you called me? But at least I get there eventually, right?
Thank you guys for agreeing to do this insane thing with us. We hope you don't regret it yet because we've already done it.
Not yet. There's still time, I think.
There's still time. Trust us. I think we're really just curious, obviously, about the conversation that you guys had. We appreciate you first and foremost for being so honest, not just for us, but like with each other. But I think I want to talk about your son, and Bridget, you know, how you fit into the grander scheme of things. You know, how did deciding that you want to have a future with Tapiwa evolve your perception of parenthood and, you know, your attitude towards it and whether or not you're cut out for it? Because if, you know, you're going to spend forever with her, you're a parent.
Yeah. I've always wanted to have a family. Yeah. It's not something that just kind of happened. Even when we'd play Mantlaning, I was always the dad, ironically. But I've always wanted to have a family. So when I found out that she had a son, I never thought to myself,
there was no moment of panic.
There was
like,
no
well,
moment of like, oh no, I don't
want.
want to go there. It was, I think my only concern was how old he was.
Okay.
Because I think, for me anyway, I think it would have been a little harder to integrate into their life if he was a bit older. But it was never like, she has a son. It was just...
He wasn't old enough to be like, you're not my mom.
You know what I mean? It was
and I
just
hear that,
full steam ahead.
Yeah.
I never had a moment of, I don't want to. Yeah.
So you are pretty fond of him.
I love that guy.
You love it.
That's my son, for real.
I love
Actually,
that.
can I just chip in with that one, because still in line with your son, I think you mentioned that you took a bit of time, or Tapia took a bit of time before introducing you to her son. Can you just share with us when you felt now is the right time?
When did it happen?
After Christmas, when you guys came back from Matsalagaville.
Yeah,
That same December we met.
Yeah, it didn't take too long, actually. It didn't take too long. And I was nervous, but I introduced her as Auntie Bridget, as a friend, you know. And then, I mean, to this day, I don't know. He gets a little jealous when we kiss, you know, little pecks and stuff like that. But he knows we're in a relationship. Yeah. And I've told him, and I've been like, what do you think about Mama getting married one day? And then he'll be like, Mama, no. You can't keep. You're going to marry me. And I'm like, ugh, Freud.
Sure, but you can be there too if you want. If you want to
for
come,
sure.
I guess.
If you want to show up, it's cool.
But I was, of course, nervous because I've been in relationships before, even with my son, with people that are not his father, like 2 other people, and only one of them met him. And after that relationship, I really said, never again, because relationships end, you know, people come and go, bridges burn, all that stuff. And I just didn't want to create this revolving door of partners in front of him and give him that perception of this is what relationships are like. So Bridget and I, we have a really good, healthy relationship, and
I like to think so.
I think we can see that on screen.
Yeah.
it
as
never
well.
made
Like,
me. I never
yeah.
felt like, okay, no,
So how long into your relationship? A month, 2 months, a week?
a month.
It wasn't a month.
Not a week.
It wasn't even a month.
It wasn't a month. Because we met on the
11th.
of December, around the 26th, 27th of December.
Oh, when we came back from Francistown.
Yeah.
Are you two saying that you met
Goodness.
and started dating immediately?
We met
No.
in December.
Didn't you hear that people say
We
it was love
started-
at first sight?
we
Didn't
started-
you hear that?
It really was.
Yeah,
Well,
for
we
her.
were December dating, and then we
Oh, they had a
officially
festive
dated.
fling.
We
What?
officially
Kathy's obsessed
dated.
with festive flings. She's determined that real love can come out of a festive fling.
And it
I
did.
agree.
I
I
agree.
agree.
And I don't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
We met on the 11th of
Wow.
December, and then the 26th of January was when she made me her girlfriend.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
even before that, I had already told her that I loved her.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys move fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the lesbian
You-
stereotype.
I was about to say that. Did you know that that's a thing? Apparently, lesbians just move moving
fast.
with each other
Yeah.
a week into knowing each
The
other. When
U-Haul of
you know,
lesbian.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Tapiwa, you mentioned in the conversation that your upbringing, in the question of how your upbringing shaped your sexuality, that you were kind of sort of conditioned to believe that you were meant to be heterosexual.
Yeah.
Right? I want you to maybe describe the feeling you felt when you first stepped out of that, where you were like, okay, maybe this is not for me, or maybe this is the path that I want to pursue, and how you felt doing that, what it was like, what the environment was like around you, the people in your ear at the time. Maybe just describe that whole transition.
So the first time I started to feel like, oh, I like girls was when I think I was in high school. I think primary school, primary school, you just think, oh, this person is pretty and stuff like that, but you don't think attraction like that.
It's very innocent.
Yeah, it's very innocent and sweet and stuff. And then when I got to high school, I went to boarding school, which I think was a really good thing for me, honestly. I had my independence to explore. So imagine I had 3 months to just be by myself, just surrounded by my friends, and Celine. and I explored, and I didn't tell anyone. I think I was just really independent, and I kept a lot of things to myself. Even when I dated boys, I didn't tell anyone. It wasn't like a deep, dark secret, but I was just, I don't know if the word is private, but I just,
It is private.
yeah, I was just private, I think. And then when I graduated high school, I then went to university. Now I'm back in Botswana, and now I'm around my family all the time. And I dated my first girlfriend, like properly. I think that experience shaped me in a way because I'm very outgoing and I'm very free, and I kind of push the boundaries a little bit, and everybody knows that about me and my family. So, of course, that Tapiwa would get a piercing here. Of course, that Tapiwa would get a tattoo on her hand. Of course, that Tapiwa, hey, she's here.
Of course,
type
Tapiwa.
of vibes. Of course,
course,
Tapiwa would
Tapiwa.
date a woman.
Yeah.
But then when that happened for the first time, I didn't really announce it or anything, but I think my siblings, my cousins, they noticed, well, this girl is always with Tapiwa. And like I have a post. Tapiwa now is posting this girl a lot and stuff like that. And it shaped me because that was the first time I felt that little hint of rejection.
Yeah.
That was the first time I was like, oh, this is no longer like Tapiwa is a small little girl who's just pushing the boundaries a bit. Like, it actually got really serious. And some family members, I remember someone outed me. That's what I'll say. Someone outed me, and then some family members spoke to me, and I had amazing aunties that were there and supported me. And then I did have other family members that
weren't about it.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not about it. And then I remember getting into a whole fight with the person who outed me because I think I was 21 or 20 at that age, or 19. I don't know, 19 to 21. And I was like, don't ever talk about my sexuality again, because this is the kind of stuff that tears families apart. Like, I will speak about it when I want to speak about it. And I realized then that not everyone is the safe space we speak about. And I think maybe that's why I haven't officially. Like I haven't sat down with people and been like, "Hi guys, I'm gay.
Do they
I'm
just kinda
queer." I think they know. I mean, I'd be
Yeah.
posting on TikTok, so I think they see and they know. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's also like a little fear of facing that rejection again. Of
Yeah.
gore, eish,
Yeah.
it could get really real.
Let me ask you this. There was a question about insecurity, and I think it was just asking you what makes you insecure, what you're insecure about. I'd like to ask you both that question, but this time putting it in regards to your relationship. So what makes you, Bridget, insecure about your relationship with Tapiwa?
Oh. I think back to what I had said earlier, given my previous relationships, off the top of my mind, that you're gonna cheat on me. Even though realistically I know you won't. And we've talked about it, and you say you won't, and I trust that you won't. In the back of my mind,
So it's not that she'll leave you, but that she'll cheat on you.
yeah.
Okay.
Because it's happened so many times that it kind of just feels like it's inevitable for me.
Yeah.
So she's saying she won't, and I believe she won't.
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, it's
That
like
wound, it's happened before.
it's like the shoe that you know is gonna drop.
Right.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said they wouldn't and they did.
They said they wouldn't, and they did. Yeah. You
So
know,
it's a scar. It's a trauma.
it's a trauma.
Yeah.
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 That's what's at the top of my mind right now. Other than that, no,
You're
not that
good.
she's gonna leave me. She's stuck with me. I know she ain't going anywhere.
Low key.
Yeah.
High key. What about you?
Tapiwa,
Tapiwa?
let's
I think I also mentioned it earlier, acceptance. I'm really insecure about that. I'm really scared of that because I realize that I could be disowned. I could lose everybody that I love, that I grew up with, that raised me, that molded me into who I am. And I understand, Hore, technically it's not that much of a loss. Like if they don't accept me for who I am, then, maybe they're just not meant to be in my life and they're
Did
not.
you really want them to be there?
But,
if they
a
don't
part of you
accept
wants them to be in your
Yeah.
life, like you don't want to lose your parents, you don't want to lose your siblings, your best friends, all that stuff. So I think that's my biggest fear is acceptance because I feel as though
Wait,
Yes.
what are you insecure about in your relationship with Bridget?
it not being accepted. My relationship not being accepted.
Oh.
Yes, that's what I'm insecure
About
about.
the relationship,
I'm insecure about
okay.
my relationship not
Yeah.
being accepted.
Yeah.
Because as much as we have each other and we love each other and we'll always be there for each other, no man is an island, as they say. We can't just be too hella. We need community.
be a silo, yeah.
Yeah, we can't be silos. And, the queer community is really beautiful and people really extend care and love and support. It's still just really painful to think about. I could potentially lose my family, And, they speak about chosen family and stuff, and that's true, but it's like a death,
Still sucks.
It still sucks.
It still
Yeah.
sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, so the possibility of us not being accepted is what makes me really scared and
Yeah.
insecure.
So, as the reality is at the moment, you guys cannot be married in Botswana,
Yeah.
right?
As the law stands.
Yeah, as the law stands. What does that sort of put a lid on how serious your relationship can get and how like fully committed you are to each other? Can you, if God forbid it never happened for you guys here, just be able to sort of just be happy and continue being in a relationship for the rest of your lives? Or does it really matter that you guys are married at some point? Is that something that you feel strongly about and will want to pursue regardless of, what you can and can't do here?
You wanna go?
You want me to answer it? We've talked a lot about it, and we are both people that want to get married. So even if it doesn't happen for us here, we've come up with ways in which we can work around it. Power of attorney,
We could, we've come up with ways crossover
You guys are
to
gonna
the
make sure you get
We're
married.
brainstorming.
You're making an
yeah, we're
extra
coming up with
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah.
Yeah. It's and I mean I think even if we weren't people that wanted to get married and it never happened in Botswana, it wouldn't hinder our relationship. We are good. Even though I know she really wants to get married, we are good even without
And you really want a wedding invite?
Not a problem.
it. Done and done. But we'll be good even without the official legal,
Yeah.
what's the word I'm looking for? Title?
Recognition, something like that.
Recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do, however, still have beef with that.
Of course.
Because I have beef with marriage as a institution, not as an institution in general, because it also doesn't recognize whether you're a same-sex couple or a heterosexual couple. It still doesn't recognize your relationship. You could be with a woman could be with a man for 20 plus years, and the day that he dies, that house and everything that they've built will go to his mother or his sister or his somebody. Because
Or his kids
I just
that they made together.
Yeah.
Exactly, and I just don't understand that, and I don't understand the foundation of it all. I am not a lawyer, so I have beef with that. I would love for us to get married, really. I would love for Dumaboko
If you're watching,
His
which we know
to
you
do
are,
the
'cause
things,
This is a great show.
because at the end of the day, I feel like our country, we don't want to fall into the pattern that other countries have fallen into. A lot of other countries are specifically these, I don't know what you call them, but these faith-based countries.
Yeah.
And once
Very conservative.
Yes, those conservative countries. And once we start saying Botswana is only a Christian nation, we only follow Christian values. No. We don't only accommodate Christian people in our community, love the Christian community, but you have other people in this community, and it's not like the divorce rates are that good anyway with the heterosexuals. So please,
So they should just let y'all get married.
just let us get married, because it
Yeah.
doesn't affect anyone else anyway. It's about us. It's about protecting our kids, our assets and stuff like that. And it's also about, for those who want, standing in front of God.
A commitment, really,
Yeah.
like a
Yes.
solid commitment to say in front of all your family and friends that we want your recognition as,
Yeah.
just the same as any other heterosexual couple that you guys recognize and take seriously as two people who are together. Just a
Yeah.
follow-up question on that, you guys, is I'd love to ask you what your dynamic is in terms of faith. Are you, what's your denomination if you have one? And if you don't, what kind of sort of values and principles do you base your relationship on? If you don't, where are you guys with that?
So I was raised Christian, Catholic,
Yeah.
love Jesus down.
Big J.
Going through, I'm currently going through, I think for the past 2 years, I've been exploring my faith deeper, and I still do consider myself Christian.
Yeah.
I'm still, however, having a difficult time considering myself Christian if the Christian God doesn't accept me.
I can imagine that would be difficult.
So I'm going through a little bit of deconstruction with regards to the Christian faith. I still believe in God, but I have difficult time with certain scriptures. I have difficult time with some members of the Christian community, because what do you mean I can't be gay?
Yeah.
But you're a rapist and
Yeah.
you're a pedophile and you steal and you lie and you covet people's things, and they say all sins are equal, but I'm going to be the one who's going to burn in hell for eternity.
And ostracized because of my one
Exactly.
thing, where I am a good person and I do love other people and I feel like I have a relationship with God.
I mean, there's that whole case. There's some TikTok thing going on right now. A few weeks ago, there was some American pastor guy, and he cheated on his wife. And he's a pastor in the church. And the whole church is there like, oh my gosh, pastor, we're so sorry. We forgive you. Everybody does wrong. But then we can't get that kind of grace because we are gay. And it just, I'm going through a difficult time there. That's how I feel right now.
So you're navigating.
Yeah, I'm navigating
How do you feel
it.
about that, Bridget?
Or
where are you?
Like Tapiwa was raised Christian, but I have a weird relationship with religion, and my relationship with God or Jesus is
Undetermined.
shaky.
it's shaky.
Yeah.
I don't really call myself a Christian. I like to say I believe in the energy of the universe and the energy of people. But in terms of how our religion has shaped our relationship, we still believe in the basic values that we have of
Yeah.
don't lie, don't cheat, don't
good to
steal, be
people,
good
be
to
kind.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
those very base level values that everybody grew up with. We have those, but
Yeah.
other than
Ethics.
that, if she wants to pray, I won't be like, no, don't pray next to me, or I don't want you to pray for me. She can pray if she wants to pray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I'll pray with her, but I wouldn't be the one to say, oh, let's start a prayer. But yeah,
Or let's go to church.
yeah, or let's
Yeah.
go, yeah.
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 You do know that this is going to go on social media, right? You mentioned the fact,
I'm wondering if that's a question or a threat.
no, I mean, she hasn't told her family, and the
Yes.
issue of
Yeah.
like
The
coming
glass- the
out.
glass
yeah.
closet is still a
so
closet.
I'm just wondering how you're going to navigate that, and do you see that being, or this is this your way of telling your family? Are you going to tell your family after this, or are you gonna send everyone the link? I mean, is this? I know you.
Well,
thought
like you said,
about
you've
it.
already posted. You post on TikTok, and
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they probably would have already seen that, if anything.
I think I'm just going to be me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to make my own privilege, because heterosexual couples, if I were here with a man, I wouldn't need to come out and stuff like that. So I am going to live my life like a heterosexual, and I'm going to be invited onto a podcast, and I'm going to talk about my partner and stuff like that. And I understand that this is not a typical relationship, I guess people will say, but I get it. Like, people will see this, but I feel like I'm ready for that. I'm 29 years old. I'm not a child anymore. I'm independent. And whoever doesn't accept me, my sexuality, my partner, they don't belong in our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
So the question was just, are you going to, like come out, sit your family down, say something?
I think you answered it by saying you're just gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually,
You're not
that'll
gonna do
happen when
anything.
it's time to get married.
Yeah.
When the
Like
uncles
that.
come, yeah, when the
Yeah.
uncles come over,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be like, guys, there's some
By the
uncles coming
way.
over.
Yeah.
By the way, the
Just so
uncles
you know,
are
the uncle's
yeah.
on the way. Yeah. Okay.
I had to tell her to come out for that. She was just gonna let the uncles
I
show
was.
up.
Find out.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
She's just gonna let the uncles show up and be
rock
like,
up and be like,
but I thought you said.
Lots of confusion for
But I
everybody
thought-
in that situation. Guys, I'm gonna ask you one last question, but before that, I appreciate you again
Really
for this.
appreciate you
We're
so
so
much
excited
for
to have
coming
you
through.
sitting here with
Thank
us
you.
and doing this with us. Hopefully, after this, you can convince Cathy to come with her person so we can.
which person? Do you want to give me one? I really do want
I feel
one.
like
Please
a
give
week
me
is
one.
plenty of
It's
time to find a
Valentine's Day
boyfriend. So I want to ask you guys one more thing, but you guys are gonna, I guess, answer each other.
okay.
Tapiwa, if this was the last conversation, God forbid, that you were having with Bridget, what would you want her to know about you guys, about herself?
Teary.
My eyes are already tearing up. I'd want you to know that you're one of the greatest things to ever happen in my life. I love you so much. I wish we could have spent our whole lives together. I get it, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I wish we could have spent our whole lives together, but I wouldn't take anything back. I'd do everything the exact same. And I love you.
I love you.
What would you want Tapiwa to know?
You are a good mother. You are a good mother. You're doing the best that you can with the circumstances that you have. Never let anybody tell you otherwise. He loves you. He's going to be proud of you. You're raising a strong, happy, healthy, smart boy. You were good to me. You're my favorite girlfriend. You're sometimes funny. Dragging around a fatty.
Oh my God.
But yeah, you're a good mother, and I cherished every moment I shared with you. I love you.
It's Ross. She gets you every time with that question. I mean, you almost got me too there.
Yeah?
because, yeah.
Yeah, everyone must cry every week on this episode. Last week I cried. She
Oh,
must
my.
also get a taste of the salt. Guys, thank you so much for doing this with us. We appreciate you. We hope this has brought you a little bit closer and not driven you apart in any way.
Kind of sucks we're done.
Yeah.
You got like 3 more minutes. You can like
The
stretch it
question
out.
cards, you are absolutely welcome to. We're going to send you guys a box as soon as those are ready so you can do them in your own time and just have fun connecting with each other. But, just as a word, like as we let you guys go, you guys seem like you're a really great like partnership together, and we hope to see you like carry it into forever. I mean, that seems to be your plan. Doesn't look to us like there would be anything stopping that if you guys really decided that. So we, you don't need our blessing, but
You have it.
all the love we have,
Thank you.
goes your way for sure. And
Thank
we hope you
you.
guys are happy.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
And thank you for having us.
Of course. Kathy, you want to close our show?
Well, I think you said it all. I'm not trying to cry, so
Thank you so much for tuning into the Purple Playroom, and especially to this special Valentine's edition, 4 episodes in total, where we sit down with some really lovely couples and play our Purple Playroom question cards. You can follow us on all our social media platforms, the Purple Playroom on Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube. We drop every single Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in.